Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable.
Hey everybody, this is Batting Practice, our 6th episode with Bragan and Panda. This podcast is going to sort of be a little bit different than any of the others we've done. This one's going to be sort of more free-flowing than anything, and just kind of some thoughts and opinions on random things throughout the league and other things that have nothing to do with the league at all. So this is just going to be a fun night. Of course, I've got Bragan joining me, and I also have the wonderful Howe Matthew on. So how are you guys doing tonight?
Hi, Mom. Yeah. Hi, how's Mom? I think she heard you from upstairs.
She's in your basement, so I don't know, BK.
My basement? I wish, because I'm in my basement right now. Well, I'm just ready to get this thing rolling, because we don't even have anything planned for this week. We don't have a schedule or anything set, so it's going to be interesting, to say the least.
So I guess without a schedule, one of the things that's sort of been going on in this league, and we'll just kind of start here, is just some of the free agents obviously have been coming off the board and signing a lot of typical activity going on. But I'm just going to sort of open the floor for any thoughts, ideas, maybe on some guys you particularly like, or maybe numbers that jump out at you as being high, and whether those players are a good fit or not. And then also, I think there's a couple owners, one in particular we can point at and say, why are they not doing anything? So I'll just give you guys the floor. And is there anybody that sort of sticks out to you that catches your eye as you kind of look over the list?
Manny Machado just signed yesterday, I believe, or maybe it was earlier today. Colorado signed Machado to a 7-year, $35 million annual deal, the no trade clause, and a $2 million incentive for each year with 60-plus homers. Right now, Colorado they already had Nolan Arenado, who's a solid third baseman as it is, with only one or two capable outfielders on roster and 4 relievers in the majors. So I feel like they could have addressed some weaker points and gotten stronger there, but they just decided to get into the bidding war, push themselves $4 million over the budget, and knock themselves out of contention for any other free agents, barring that they make any trades going forward.
Yeah, I mean, they really could have addressed other issues, definitely. And paying that much for one guy is unreal. And to go over budget, that is batshit crazy. Yeah, they have no bullpen at all. Why not go after somebody like Klein, somebody on the cheap, and still save money for other needs? And they already have, like you said, BK, Arenado's sitting there pretty. I mean, he's not a pig in makeup, man. He's a good guy. Yeah, I think they, A, overpaid, and B, didn't really need him in the first place.
Do you guys think Arenado might be on his way out? Do you see that potentially happening for maybe some of these other holes?
They wouldn't be smart to do that. The smart thing would have just been to not sign Machado and address the real needs. But
I mean, Arenado is now expendable. He's only making $5 million over the next 5 years. It is over 5 years. He doesn't have great energy. He's got a crap fielding percentage. He's better than Machado, but still, since you brought in Machado, you almost think Arenado maybe has to go.
I guess so, but does it even matter at this point? They're $5 million, or they're $4 million over the budget, but Arenado's making $5 million. So even if they trade him for guys with no contracts or for picks, money, whatever, I mean, well, not money, I guess, but they'd still only have $1 million to play with. And I don't even remember what kind of
They gave up a first to get Machado, didn't they? Was it a first? I don't know if they have a protected pick or
Well, it'd be a second.
Do they have a protected pick?
Or I thought it was protected. Oh,
I don't think so.
Oh, well, you're a fucking idiot.
I'll have to check on that really quick, but I don't believe it was.
No, they don't. Not even close. Yeah, that was just very stupid.
Yeah, okay.
$35 million. That's bigger than Gallo's contract, wasn't it? Gallo was making $34 million, I think, right?
We're getting into dangerous territory here.
Here we go.
Yeah, what if he brings up San Francisco? I'm dropping this call right now. Yeah, Manny Machado is now the highest paid player in the MLB. Sorry, MLB, that is.
Yeah, sorry, MLB. Soon to be MLB, real MLB. But give him 2 years.
What?
Till the real Machado gets paid.
Oh,
no. Oh, got you. Thought you were trying to say sorry, MLB is going to turn into the real MLB now.
No, I think we're beyond that point.
Well, it was Tim Tebow resigning as Twins manager and deciding to run for the presidential election. Not enough?
Yeah. No.
That pretty much did
it. Steve Largent or something. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, Colorado really did. I think that really handcuffed him to do absolutely anything else. I mean, giving up picks, giving up that money for, the greatest player probably on the board in free agency, but still, it's not going to, you still have tons of holes in your team. And the way the Dodgers are, what the Dodgers are doing is pretty epic in this league. And you can't just sign one player and have him be the savior. He's not the prodigal son. He's overpaid. You're hurting your team long term. And I don't think you have the pieces to make a run anyway. So
you don't think the Machado signing is going to put them into playoff?
No. And especially with Mad Attack taking over Arizona, he's going to do wondrous things over there.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Mad Attack. Hold up. Well, they're not in the same division.
Yeah, Colorado's in
Mad
the
Central.
Are they?
Yeah, they got moved over when
I'm sorry.
That's
when the Marlins became the Gamblers.
Yeah, that's my fault, guys.
Yeah, it is. It's your fault.
So we got Cincinnati, Milwaukee, St. Louis, Chicago, and Colorado in the Central.
That is correct.
So they're probably in a tougher division then.
Yeah, so with St. Louis and Chicago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if they were in a weaker division, not that there is a weak division, but I would say, I don't know.
Yeah, you don't.
I know I don't. I'm not proud. I'm not saying I do, man.
Well, then you should probably just think before you speak.
I think everything I said was on point.
Well, then you ended it with, I don't know.
So speaking of free agents, we have a special little segment for you guys tonight. We are actually going to announce who starting pitcher Armann is going to be signing with.
BB fan.
I didn't know about this. Holy shit.
Yeah.
This is like Christmas.
Except he's not signing with you, so.
Well, I mean, for somebody. I know. I was.
We're about to have him on the air though, but because BB fan. BB fan. Panda, you won't finish this. Okay, so BB fan got this little voice generator thing, and that's going to be Armann. And we're going to play this clip for you guys. So, Armann, you ready, Armann?
Yeah, I think he's ready.
Okay. All right, let's hear who Armann AV is going to be playing for in 2022.
Hello. Yeah, thank you. I know most of y'all gotta go to work or something, so I'll make this speech quick. Over the past couple of months, I've been going through hell and back trying to figure out what I'm going to do with my life in the United States. I tried out for the NBA, but it didn't work, hence, why I'm sitting here today, telling you where I'm going to go. Obviously, it's been a tough decision, and I knew that I had to sign with one team. I thank all the teams that sent offers for their treatment of myself and especially my mom. Originally, I personally didn't care about the money so much, but then the teams started going over $100 million, and that just made my decision much harder. I had finally narrowed it down to 5 teams, and today, I narrow it to 1. Which is why, today, I have decided to take my talents to Chicago. Rather the north side of Chicago. Thank you, Chicago. I will report as soon as I possibly can.
What the fuck? All right, so Armann he's a Cub now.
The Cub's got a robot.
What was that? Was that like Alexa or whatever the Google Home thing is?
I don't know. No, that was Armann, you idiot. I guess that's what Icelandic people sound like.
Yeah.
I didn't know. But in case you guys were wondering, the Chicago Cubs offered him a 5-year contract at $19 million a year, total of $95. He passed up an offer from Toronto, who offered 10 years, $15 million, with a $1 million increase. San Antonio offered him 10 years, $15 million, or $25 million player options for 11th and 12th year. And the Royals offered him a straight-up 10-year, $180 million contract. So
I'm surprised he didn't go to Canada with the climate and everything. Just the acclimation there.
Well,
went to Canada.
See, the thing is, he's white. He's never seen a black person before. So he's like, oh, shit, I got to go to Chicago. There's loads of them there.
But he's playing on the north side, not the south side.
You know, he's going to go to the south side at some point, I'm sure.
He's going to have his apartment on the south side.
Yeah. Travel to the north side.
Because that's so posh. Yeah, the south side is so posh, and the north side is.
He's going to be a bust. He's going to end up joining some kind of gang in Chirac. We're never going to hear from him again.
Hey, when he's that tall, he's probably got the snipers. He can hold the gangster gun up top on people.
You guys heard it here, folks. We are predicting Armann Vilhelmsson is going to drop out of the MLB and become part of a gang in Chicago. Stay tuned for more. So, how long do you guys give this kid to live?
Not long. Not with that. Hopefully, the Chicago dialect or accent will pick up, because he's not going to last long with the accent.
Please replace my batteries.
I'm going to put a cap in your ass.
Well, on that note, I hate to keep bringing them up, but
if you say San Francisco, I swear to God, Panda.
I think the San Francisco owner needs to sell the team.
Son of a bitch!
I think it's time to sell the team.
To sell the team. Kick him out of the damn league. He hasn't even offered anybody a contract. You guys have heard us going off about this guy. He hasn't offered a single contract. He's been logging in every day. He's still got Jacoby Ellsbury, Melky Cabrera in his majors, and 10 outfielders in the minors, all 29 years of age or younger. What the San Fran? You know what? I'm going to give you 2 days to start tomorrow. So if you have not offered anybody a contract by Saturday, I don't care if you veto this BB fan. I don't give a shit. I'm going to kick you out of this league. I'm not even around anymore. This is irritating. You got to at least be listening to the podcast, right? Nope, guess not. Oh, he's getting kicked out of the league Saturday morning. If I did not see an offer.
Maybe that's why he logs in is just to catch the podcast. He doesn't give a about his team. He really likes the podcast.
Yeah, but we only post one every week.
But he plays them in
every day.
He plays them on a loop. He plays them on a loop to get through his week.
Well, yeah, but it's not even on the site. It's
like everybody
YouTube.
else.
It's on YouTube and SoundCloud, so he wouldn't have to go on Panda Chase to do it.
He is unorthodox.
How do you have any thoughts on this San Francisco situation?
I don't even know actually what's going on with it, except BK bitches about it all the time.
Well, just go take
I like how it irks him so much.
So do I. That's why I keep bringing it up.
It kind of gives me it gives me a little happiness that it irks him to this degree.
I'll be sad to see him go and get a new owner in, because the new owner will start taking care of the team, and then I won't have somebody to fall back on every single podcast.
Right. I mean,
It's is replacing him.
Oh no, God, no. Yes.
Yup. It's turned Detroit into.
Say yes to Yitz. Yes. Let him out of the attic.
They're gonna have like a Yitz. They're gonna change their gay pride parade to a Yitz pride parade.
I don't know about that one, man.
I think it's a good idea to get Yitz in here. Can't be any worse than GM era, right?
You'd be surprised.
Well, at least GMR is not making moves.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's
no, he was making moves. He paid Ken Giles $29 million. He paid Brandon Belt $24 million. He made moves. He did.
But
where you at? Where you at?
Those were a long time ago. I mean, Giles signed like 5 or 6 years ago. I'm not even sure who had the team then.
Might have been him.
Why not just get a good owner in there?
Because
no
the good owners don't want to be in this league.
Take that.
No, the problem is no good owner wants to join this league.
Yeah.
You guys know Panda's not a vice commission anymore?
Why is that?
This is very true.
Did
you know that?
What happened? I didn't know that. This is news to me.
Yeah,
what happened, Panda?
It's news to everybody.
You did all that work. You did all this hard work. I mean, what are you talking about, man? Seriously.
Oh, I did the work with the extensions, but that'll be the last work I ever do. No, it's just BB Fan and I just don't see eye to eye on anything when it comes to this league and how it should be run and what's important and what's not. And so it just sort of made sense for me to not keep getting pissed off at him for stupid stuff. So I said, I don't really want to do this anymore. So I decided to stop vicing. But, I'm still doing the podcast, and that's what I always wanted to do. So I'm fine with that.
Well, you got to do what's best for you, man.
Yeah. And now I get to come at him from media perspective. I don't have to worry about walking a line.
Right. I mean, if your work's not going to be appreciated, then why do it?
You got to get out.
Yeah.
And I see what you did, BK.
I concur.
Changing the subject
what did I,
from San Francisco.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was very perplexed.
So that was pretty much it. You guys just didn't agree on certain.
Yeah, that's bull. I was in that commissioner chat. Is that really all? Is that it?
No, it was.
Well, I mean, was there like a straw that broke the camel's back, or?
Yeah, when he brought up Karns for the 4th time and said he would assign him to a different deal.
Basically, just ridiculing everything we did.
Everything we did, yeah. It's like, thanks
for
doing that.
That Karns deal is crazy anyways.
Right, exactly. He's still the second highest paid starting pitcher compared to, I think, Kershaw, who's paid $30. Where Kershaw is like 4 years younger, I think.
Yeah.
So he goes back to a World Series winning team for a ton of money with a no trade clause
for 3 years, and he's already like 35 years old or something like that, 34 maybe.
That's a great deal for nobody, for Karns, not for Pittsburgh or anybody else.
Not to mention he's been with Pittsburgh his entire freaking career, and this guy's like 34, he's got a family. There's no way he'd want to uproot him. There's no way he'd push Pittsburgh for more money. He's already getting paid the second highest in the entire... I mean, come on. I mean, like, what more would you want?
That's what the rules stipulate is, team loyalty, pitching in your park, being familiar with the team, winning World Series with the team.
Got there some out.
This is supposed to be why guys sign and don't sign.
Yeah, and it's like, now it's just all about the money, and it's like, no, there's nothing realistic about that. That's what every other league does.
Right. Got there something out there.
Yeah.
That just popped into my head, and, I just feel like saying what's popping in my head right now.
Go for it.
BB fan, well, all of us, especially me, do a lot of complaining about all the crap contracts in this league, right? And
sure. Who's
the one that is negotiating on behalf of the players and driving the prices up on these guys? BB fan. So that's the issue here. Just like with Joey Gallo. Joey Gallo got paid by Yates. It was like a 10-year, $340 million contract. And BB fan kept ripping on Yates and talking about how Yates was not fit to run the team and all that crap. But when you think about it, he was the one that drove that price up, and he was the one that just let it happen. He's the one that forced it to happen by kept driving the price up and convincing Yates that it was all right to pay him that much, right? Or am I wrong here?
I mean, I can't say really either way because I wasn't in the league, but I've seen that happen with other players. Yeah, of course. And then you've got 10 outfielders, 900 OPS and better sitting in free agency and nobody else signing for a mil.
Yeah. I mean, and he puts so much emphasis on the names. I think the best hitter available in this free agent class was Cohen, outfielder that came out of Houston. He signed with the Yankees this week.
Yeah.
And Panda and I thought we were pretty fair. When we were negotiating with Houston, we said he wanted like 15 to 17 million, which is fair. And BB fan, because I don't know why, he's not a big name guy. He's not Machado or Chapman or Karns. He's only asking for 10 or 11 million just to start out. I mean, first off, just completely contradicting us. And second off, just completely underpricing the guy for no reason. And then you got a guy like Machado who's not even as good as Cohen, not in as far as value goes, and he's got a $35 million paycheck. I don't get it.
I mean, something that probably hits more close to home for me and Panda is Phil Klein. I mean, we were both going after him, and I offered him a $7 million 3-year deal, which is what, $21 million, if I can do arithmetic right. and he was the second best reliever in my opinion out there, behind Chapman, and Chapman's asking for $100 million, and he's, I don't know how old, I think he's 34, and Klein might be 33 or something. And I mean, I don't think Klein was that far. I mean, he was behind Chapman, yes, but I don't think he was $80 million behind Chapman, and a first-round pick to boot.
And it's unfortunate because when you look at Chapman's going to be signed by Cincinnati because nobody else wants to offer him that money. I don't know what Cincinnati's offered him, but it's probably ridiculous, and that team is bad already. Like, they don't need Chapman to help them rebuild. Chapman's not going to be any good by the time they're ready to win.
Well, it's the Central. Are they? I have to see.
Yeah,
it's the Central.
Okay.
They're behind Chicago, who just signed Armann. They're behind St. Louis, who's going to rip up that division again this year, be right there with Chicago at the top. And then it's like, you don't need Chapman if you're Cincinnati. That's not what you blow your money on.
And to give up, I'm sure they got a high pick, too.
I'm
maybe
sure
it's
it might be protected.
I don't know if it's protected.
That one's got to be protected.
That one's got to be protected. I'm almost
Either
positive.
way.
But still, I have Andrew Miller, and he was a stud, and he has rapidly declined. Like he's not even in my bullpen anymore. Like in 2 or 3 years, his dissension is unbelievable, and it just goes to show you can't unless you're in the playoffs or in contention. There's no reason to go after Chapman. Yes, this year and probably next year he's going to be pretty freaking good, but he's going to descend rapidly. He's going to be like a heroin spiral.
Well, has anybody even offered a contract to, what's his name? BKU had him last year. I'm trying to think. I declined an offer for him last year. I can't think of the name.
Sean O'Malley.
No, I don't.
Outfielder. Jason Shreve.
No, it was the relief pitcher. Shreve, yeah. Shreve.
Well, nobody's offered anything.
Nobody's offered.
I did extend him a qualifying offer.
Oh, okay. Hey, wait, hold on. Can I wait? This is one thing I don't understand then. So you offer a guy a qualifying offer.
Correct.
Okay, but then if nobody signs him, you can re-sign him for $5 million.
Yeah.
See, I think
why wouldn't he just accept the qualifying offer?
Well, it's too late after that. There's only a certain period of time where he can. It's just kind of, he thought he'd do better in the market. Just like in real life, he thought he'd do better in the market. Well, I guess I'll settle for this. But I did offer Shreve, I think it was like a 4 years, $6 million extension, and he declined it. And,
which is fine.
Yeah, it's whatever.
It's understandable.
I mean,
but look at this guy's stats. Why is nobody offering something?
For Shreve? Well, I'll have to check Shreve out.
I mean,
check this out.
He's got a 6 hits per 9. I know he's 31.
He's not even declining yet, though. He had
well, because there are better people without. There's better people without.
If you're
without draft picks attached. Does Adcock even have? Does Adcock even have an offer?
No,
I don't think so. This is what I'm talking about.
Nobody's offered Adcock even $1 million to pitch.
No.
And part of it is, like, you look at some of these teams, like Colorado. If Colorado would have taken that $35 million and instead of spending it on Machado, if they spent it on some of these relief pitchers, 2 or 3 of them, they probably would have not even cracked, 12 mil on 3 relief pitchers. And then you still would have had stuff left over for outfielders because there's like 20 of those sitting there that won't get re-signed.
For sure.
It's ridiculous.
I had a thought about the whole qualifying offer thing. How it just made me think of something. Because I offered Shreve a 3 or $6 million contract. He declined. So I said, all right, I'll offer him a qualifying offer. I did not take that deal back. So technically, he still has an offer on the table, right? If that's the case, then instead of taking just that 1 year, $5 million contract, automatically, shouldn't he take the best offer available automatically?
Yeah.
I mean, that makes
sense
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I just don't understand why you wouldn't offer if people don't accept the qualifying offers, then why not offer a ton of people? The train's going by. Train.
But Houston didn't give Cohen a qualifying offer. Houston didn't give Springer a qualifying offer. That's confusing to me.
Well, and then what are the contracts they're offering them now? Can they sign him even lower?
No,
I mean,
Cohen got 18 mil,
on
7
Springer.
years.
Yeah,
Okay.
Cohen's already signed. Springer has only gotten an offer from Houston. Panda, do you remember what it was? It was an extension.
Which is the team he came from.
Yeah, it was.
He got a free agent offer too. I think afterwards. That's the one that's listed there, and I think BB Fan just said it wasn't even close. But Houston doesn't have the money to sign him. You know, that's the issue Houston had. Okay,
that's why we wouldn't let him sign these guys for the most part.
He's at 175 out of 178, and he might have had 2 or 3. I can't even remember now, but it was multiple guys, at least 2, but I think I'm almost positive 3 guys that were at the Springer Cohen kind of level, and he couldn't sign all of them.
Yeah, there's AJ Reed in there too.
Yeah,
AJ Reed, Christopher Cohen, and George Springer, and he signed Reed. He was the cheapest out of all of them, understandably so. So they got Reed locked up, but it was going to be you can get one of them or you can have none of them. You just got Reed real quick, and then that was that.
Okay, well, the Reed contract is understandable.
Yeah, he couldn't afford anything more than that either.
Right. But, I mean, for Springer, he has a qualifying offer? Or
correct.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
He didn't offer Cohen. Okay. He didn't offer Cohen or Springer a qualifying offer.
Okay, that's fine.
That kind of irks me.
That's fine.
Howe's secretly writing up an offer for Springer right now. He's typing as we speak.
I randomly signed a couple people today, so.
So you're at your cap limit?
No, I'm not, but I got the pieces I needed.
Gotcha. Well, if you're a team out there on the market looking for an outfielder, which literally nobody is, who do you think is coming to call Springer? San Francisco.
Well, but they have 10 in their minors, as far as I know.
Yeah, that's
that are all
true.
under the age of.
Sorry, starting pitcher. How about that?
Bart Foote is too good to remove from the starting rotation.
My foot is too good to remove from his ass. How about that?
And with those wonderful thoughts about our favorite friend Bart Foote, we are actually going to wrap up this week's podcast. This week, Bragan, myself, and Howe, we actually recorded about an hour and 45 minutes of content, which all of it was really, really good and really enlightening. So I'm going to keep it all, but I didn't want to overload everybody and sort of put it out all in one where you had to try to get through it all at once. So this week, as a special treat, I'm going to be releasing several different podcasts throughout the week. And it'll all sort of be part of the same conversation. So just kind of keep that in mind, that as you're listening to it, there's additional, the thoughts will continue in a logical order most of the time, depending on who's talking. So that's our treat for you guys this week. Didn't want to overload you, so we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Give us a thumbs up, let us know what you thought, and we are so glad that you guys decided to join us. Thank you, everybody, and have a great day.
So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your